We can't take smoke, that's what we did.
Seated, please. Those of you who haven't been outside watching the demonstration, we welcome you to the Fire Training Academy. It's a great day. Anytime there's a promotion or a swearing-in ceremony for firefighters. I would like to first introduce the people on the dais who will not be speaking today. From the Fire Commission Board, Council Day. Robert O'Neill, and the Chief Administrative Officer is John DeStefano. I'd like also to introduce the Department Executive Officer, John E. Smith. Assistant Chief of Operations, Howard A. Owens. As again, we welcome you to the Training Academy. I would like to first introduce our first speaker, to be the Chief of Department, John P. Reardon.
Good morning. Mayor DeLito, John DeStefano, Commissioners O'Neill and O'Day, Chief Smith and Chief Owens, graduating probationary class, newly promoted officers, relatives of the personnel who will be sworn in this morning, and members of the department and friends. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to our training academy. For some of you, it may have been the first time you've been here, and I'm sure you're delighted with the facility that we have in New Haven. My first remarks this morning would be to the 19 probationary firefighters who have completed their 8 weeks of training this morning. You have prepared over the past 8 weeks for skilled firefighting work in combating, extinguishing, and preventing fires, and in handling emergency medical calls as medical response technicians. You will be responsible for operating and maintaining fire equipment, apparatus, and quarters. Your future work will involve training for and participating in the duties of preserving life and property by firefighting and rescue activities under close supervision. You will be a member of a highly trained and highly motivated fire department in which we take great pride. And to the probationary firefighters, I would add a caution. Do nothing on duty or off duty to tarnish the magnificent reputation of our department. You must be prepared to deal with the most hazardous profession and to respond instantly to command in order to fulfill our mission of protecting life and property from hostile fire. You must also be able to establish and maintain effective working relationships with your fellow employees, fellow firefighters, and with the general public. So the task that you will be going to, and some of you will be going this evening, incidentally, you'll be getting your assignments when you receive your badges today and sworn in by His Honor. You will be joining us today. We're looking forward to you. I think that this morning you've displayed some of the skills that you have mastered over the past 8 weeks. And at this time, I would like to congratulate the training division under the direction of Deputy Chief Matthew Lyons, the Drill Master Michael Grant, and the Assistant Drill Masters Andy Campion and Billy Stewart. I think they did an outstanding job with you this morning, and I'm sure that you enjoyed working with them for the past 8 weeks. To the newly promoted officers, the 7 lieutenants, and to Lieutenant James Lee, who will be assuming the responsibilities of the Deputy Fire Marshal, my congratulations. The lieutenants now go from one who takes orders to one who gives orders. And you trade the blue shirt for the white shirt. You're now a supervisor. You have the responsibility of command. And I have no problem in dealing with the fact that I think that you are going to be outstanding leaders in the department. To both groups, I offer my congratulations, and I wish you the very, very best of luck.
Thank you, Chief. I also would like to introduce Chris Shannon, who's the president of the board of Holman. Chris. It's a pleasure to have Mary DeLito with us again today for this promotional and graduation ceremony. Certainly the Mary relates to these protective service positions of probationary and supervisor positions that will be sworn today because he has been there. He has experienced the joys and sorrows that are part of professional protective services. He knows the values attached to continuous education and self-discipline that must be practiced to achieve advancement in career development. The Honorable Biagio DeLito, Mayor, City of Vendetto.
Chief Reardon, other distinguished platform guests, members of the graduating class, the 7 gentlemen seated in the front row who have been elevated to the rank of lieutenant, and of course, Jim Lee, who's been elevated to the rank of assistant fire marshal, the families and friends of those who are going to be sworn in this morning and those who are going to be officially elevated. I'd like to say, first of all, that I'm delighted to be here this morning. It is a very happy occasion, and I'm always pleased to be in the presence and in the company of Chief Reardon, a gentleman who I admire and respect tremendously for the wonderfully professional job that he has done as a member of the fire department all of these years, and one who has truly distinguished himself as an outstanding fire administrator. My compliments to you, Chief Reardon, and to all of the members of your staff, and of course to those assigned here at the Fire Academy for the wonderful work that they have done. The New Haven Fire Department ranks as one of the finest fire departments in the entire world. That is not hyperbole. It is not an exaggeration at all. I've mentioned at functions of this kind in the past, and in award ceremonies and so forth, that the New Haven Fire Department is internationally recognized for the outstanding work that it has done, for its training, and the best evidence that I can adduce to support that statement is the fact that over the years, fire departments from all parts of the world have enrolled their students here at the New Haven Fire Academy, and that is something of which we can be extremely proud. And it adds, I believe, a large measure of support to the admonition that Chief Reardon directed at the new firefighters. That is to say that you're joining a department that has an outstanding reputation, one that has never been tarnished in my memory, and I served as a police officer in the city for 29 years. In fact, overall, I've been in public service in the city for almost 40 years. So I can tell you that that is a fact. You've assumed a rather onerous responsibility. I don't think that anyone would refuse to acknowledge the fact that the work that you're going to be engaged in is probably the most dangerous work that anyone can do. You're dealing with the lives of people, and you're dealing with the property of people. Obviously, these are things that we all cherish and things that we have to protect to the extent that we can, although we recognize that we're not always successful in attempting to do this. As for the new lieutenants, I can say to you that you have assumed a great deal of responsibility beyond anything that you've had in the past during your careers. As firefighters, and you ought to bear in mind, of course, that you will serve as a role model for those who are seated behind you, the new firefighters who will be sworn in here today. Let me conclude by repeating literally what I said at the very outset, that I am extremely proud of our fire department, and I know that you assembled here today will help us to remain prideful where our fire department is concerned. On that note, I will congratulate the new firefighters, recognizing that you've been through a trial by ordeal. You know, as I do, that literally hundreds of candidates applied for the positions which you will occupy right after you're officially sworn in. And it's been difficult for you, I recognize that. But certainly it is a prize a prize that is well worth attaining, and one I'm sure that you will recognize as one of the most important positions in city government. I'd also like to congratulate those who've been elevated to the rank of lieutenant with the hope and the expectation that you will do a good job and help us to maintain the professional level that the department has set over the years. And to Jim Lee, the new assistant fire marshal, I congratulate you, and I know that you'll perform well based on what I know of your past record. I want to thank all of you for turning out and for recognizing by your presence here in such large numbers that these men and women need your support, and need it badly, because the work that they are undertaking is not easy. Continue to give them that support, and please continue to respect them as public officials who are prepared to put their lives on the line if necessary in order to protect you and me. Thank you, and God bless you.
First time for the probationary firefighters.
Fine. Will you raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me? Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Connecticut, the laws and ordinances of the city of New Haven, and obey the rules and regulations and orders of the Department of Fire Service, and will discharge the duties of your office according to the best of your knowledge and ability, so help you God? I do. Congratulations.
Lieutenants. Lieutenant John F. King. Lieutenant Kevin McNerney. Lieutenant Thomas J. Coyle. Lieutenant William D. Richards. Lieutenant Michael D. Rizzo. Lieutenant Robert W. Whalen. Rodney Stanley. We're doing this so you can have pretty good observations of the stage. Okay. Second row, please rise. Probationary firefighters, Ursalene and Fernandez. Probationary firefighter Mark W. Rowley. Probationary firefighter Herbert Watson Jr. Probationary firefighter Peter Burke. Probationary firefighter Clifton J. Petteway. Probationary firefighter Kevin P. Coyle. Probationary firefighter Jeffrey Q. Nelson. Probationary firefighter Miguel Rosado. Probationary firefighter Gerald L. Fanfarelli. Probationary, Fire Rene Cordova. Probationary firefighter John J. Shepa. Probationary firefighter Thomas J. Connelly. I'd like to have Chief Owens join the mayor. Okay. Probationary firefighter Brian M. Owens. Probationary firefighter John Vendetto. Probationary firefighter Edwin M. Martinez. Probationary firefighter Thomas J. Dwyer. Probationary firefighter Billy L. Bostic. Chief Kenny Quinn. Probationary firefighter Thomas V. Quinn. Probationary firefighter Cecil Estes Jr. I think a well-rounded round of applause to support them and wish them luck in their future professional career. That concludes the ceremony for today. I wish you would join us for coffee. We'll